habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chicks.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Now it's Adam Humphries on the return. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Adam Humphries on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up to about the 40. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ball carrier taken down at the 41. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. From the gun, here's Tannehill. He's got Evans. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
1st down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
2nd and 12, operating from the 39. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
It's a gain of 8. And
on a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on third down.
That's complete to Darrington Evans, the running back. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23.
And 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go. 30.
They'll run on first down with Evans. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Tannehill. That's complete right around the 8. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Darrington Evans.
From 8 yards out. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
He's brought down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A quick throw here out to Cobb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Off of play action, it's Watson. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. It's picked up by the Titans. Does the big boy have the juice? The 20. And they are going to bring this one back. A fumble return touchdown for the Titans. So this defense clicking early in the year. Week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Titans 14, Texans nothing.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Devontae Freeman, the ball carrier.
Nice satisfying run up, first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Down at the 30-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Here's Watson. This is caught. It's Cooks. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They run. Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Houston. Devontae Freeman, 56 yards. And the Texans have cut it to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get him in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Humphreys on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Tannehill now to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Titans.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Henry, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
20. And the Titans first.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 39-yard line. Here's Tannehill. That's complete to his running back, Evans. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Back to the ground now. It's Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the
and that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Tannehill on the
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. Shotgun handoff to Henry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kissed it on the ground.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
Here we go. Here we go. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike.
From the gun on third, Watson lets it fly deep for Cobb. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Second down and goal. Tannehill. And right side, Henry's got it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Buying time to his left. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal.
A 28-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown.
Touchdown, Tennessee.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half. And now to give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw is Watson. Screen play, Johnson. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
20-yard line.
That's caught out wide by Stills. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he stopped immediately there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Jordan Akins. Incomplete. He was covered by Malcolm.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, this from 37. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down. It's Johnson, and he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10.
1st and 10.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Check 54.
Faking the give. Now Watson steps away. He'll run it. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 6. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
3rd and 3.
Let's go. Let's bring it. 54.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's into the clear. He's at the 40. Past the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within the score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Freeman. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the 2nd half.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes. But receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Watson. And Stills over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game.
And Freeman lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
1st down and much more for Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tannehill. And a catch right side by Evans. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. On 1st down, Henry. 1st down and much more for Henry. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another 1st down there as this one goes for 25.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And the lead is now 24.
Good. Makes the score Titans 34, Texans 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
10.
2nd and 12.
Check. Box 54. Who that?
Watson off play action. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. This is Freeman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now a toss right, Freeman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on 4th.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's got daylight. He's at the 30. 20. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans, 94 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. Turning into a really good performance on the road, week 1. You're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
37-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped-up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On 1st and 10, Watson. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that is incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Second down from the 8. They can get a first down by reaching the 5. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And now look at him go. He's at the 50, 30, the 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided. I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two. You like being out there at the end of these wide margins. When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week? Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team. Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Watson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now it's Watson. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
You don't want none. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. I don't even know why this team showed up.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation.
Today's Final score, Titans 48.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Titans, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the LA Rams. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.